Now remember I told you this. Puff Daddy somewhere on himself right now.
Oh.
All that dirty work about to
That's
come
why
out.
he's been giving. He
Tell
probably
you
knew about
something.
this coming. He knew this coming
Let
probably.
me tell you something, bro. That Keefe D got to be 60, 58, 59, 60. If he got down once, what you think he gonna do on nigga who he feel then left him for dead, ain't never acknowledged him?
So Wack 100 is saying Diddy must be shaking in his boots right now because Keefe D is getting ready to snitch on him and everyone involved in Tupac's case. Ever since Keefe was arrested, there's been a lot of buzz on the internet about Diddy's involvement in this case because just 2 months before he was arrested, Keefe said Diddy was responsible for bringing down the death row empire. Keefe also said he wished he never met Diddy, and you can honestly tell that Keefe still holds a massive grudge against him. So will Keefe really implicate Diddy in his trial? Well, according to Wack 100, that's exactly what's gonna happen because Keefe already snitched on Diddy once during the investigation of Biggie's case, so nothing's really stopping him from doing it again. And there have been a lot of rumors going around that Diddy is planning an escape if things really go down.
If he line Puff up, ain't a nigga on the West Coast gonna give a fuck about it.
Absolutely not.
This is perfect timing for a nigga like him to get out on it, and can't nobody really say nothing.
So Wack 100 recently shared his thoughts on Keefe D's arrest in connection with Tupac's case and revealed how Diddy could really go down. And well, let's just say Wack is very excited about the prospect of Diddy going behind bars. Wack first reacted to Keefe's arrest on Instagram and posted a screenshot of a news headline alongside the caption, bad boy, what you gonna do? You know the rest. Then he went on his podcast and said that Keefe will try to snitch on Diddy to secure his own release from jail or a reduced sentence.
That Puff shaking like Don Knotts.
Wack, you just
Man,
opened
you
up
said
so
that 2 years
Wack.
ago too. You hit it right on the head too, Wack. You was right on about it.
Yo, this
Everybody be thinking that Wack just be talking.
Like you been said that he should have shut the fuck up. You been said, man, Keefe D need to shut the fuck up and just go live his life, or he need to. You've been saying that.
I don't know. Diddy may not be in Vegas for a long time, fellas.
But Wack has also expressed skepticism about the possibility of Diddy getting arrested, pointing out that there had always been a buffer between Diddy and Keefe D. And Keefe previously said he never received the $1 million Diddy allegedly promised him in exchange for taking out Tupac and Suge Knight. The conversation then shifted to the possibility of Keefe D going to trial and whether he could successfully defend himself against the charges. And Wack suggested that Keefe might claim he was paid to make certain statements, casting doubt on the credibility of his words. He also mentioned that immunity deals could complicate the legal proceedings, and that Keefe's age and health could really play a part in all this. You see, Keefe is 60 years old and battling cancer, which further complicates the situation. And get this, Wack alleges that Vlad had been working with the police and had paid Keefe D for interviews. He also blasted Vlad for his line of questioning during the interviews with Keefe D, suggesting that it was designed to benefit law enforcement.
I want to hear that.
Like
He was
5
going
series
broke.
with Vlad.
Yeah, he and
would
Vlad
not
just
shut
no,
up, bro.
Vlad just did some shit on Bomb First. I seen Vlad, and he said that motherfucking that the detectives called him from the Las Vegas Police Department asking him about Keefe D.
Oh.
I just seen that just drop. I seen that just drop.
We might have to get Reds in the room,
Yeah.
man.
Keefe D cooked
Oh,
himself.
I just see that.
He jumped in the oven.
And you know Vlad told everything.
Vlad told everything. He couldn't wait to tell on him.
Wack then claimed that Vlad was definitely working with the feds and got paid for those interviews because all the questions were designed for the police. Honestly, this conversation that Wack had really provides insight into the ongoing developments surrounding Keefe D's arrest and what this could all mean for Diddy. And guys, if the theory about Vlad's involvement in the situation is true, it means these arrests have been a long time coming. But there are still a lot of loose ends here, so it will be really interesting how this situation develops. Now, realistically, proving Diddy's involvement will be a big challenge due to the complexities of the case and the lack of a paper trail linking him to Pac's passing. And honestly, I doubt that Diddy will face any consequences or become entangled in the Keefe D situation just because Diddy has a knack for maneuvering his way out of trouble. We all know he's managed to get out of so many sticky situations without any blowback, from that nightclub shooting involving Shine and J-Lo to the way he allegedly screwed over all of his former bad boy artists. He just always seems to find a way to avoid getting caught up in legal trouble. So I would be genuinely surprised if the Las Vegas PD were to charge Diddy in this matter. But then again, you never know, and a lot of industry insiders seem to think Diddy is in big trouble, because even if he doesn't end up getting prosecuted, if Keffe goes to trial and Diddy's name gets brought up, it's definitely going to change his reputation, which, as you all know, is already straight up horrible. Another thing that got me thinking is the whole situation with Diddy suddenly giving back the publishing rights to former bad boy artists, because reports recently emerged that Diddy made all of them sign ironclad NDAs prohibiting them from ever mentioning Diddy or Bad Boy Records in public. Diddy made the announcement about returning publishing rights to his artists just weeks before Keefe D was arrested. So I wonder if there's some connection here, and if Diddy was trying to make sure all the people who could potentially be witnesses against him would stay silent. Now, I also want to share with you what Detective Kading said about the possibility of Diddy getting prosecuted, because this man probably knows more about this case than anyone else. During a recent appearance on Bomb First podcast, Detective Kading explained that in order for the state to go after Diddy, they will need some very strong and credible witnesses who will confirm that Diddy solicited Pac's elimination.
If the claims that Keefe D made about the solicitation, the multiple solicitations, happened, and I believe there were conversations, but if those things were a true bona fide solicitation for murder, then you're going to need some really strong, credible, corroborating witnesses. You're going to need people that said, I was there when a financial transaction took place and it was very clear what that money was for. I was there when the agreement was made. I spoke with Puff about it and he told me that he'd hired these guys. You know, you're going to need some really strong, credible witnesses to support what Keefe D said. Absent that, you're dead in the water.
So do you think it'll ever be possible that anything will get to Puffy or no?
Not, in my opinion, I don't see it happening.
So yeah, it sounds like, once again, Diddy's gonna come out of this mess without any consequences. Also, I don't know, but the fact that there's gonna be a Tupac trial nearly 30 years later tells me right there the police might have been involved in making the case nearly impossible to solve. And Tupac's family already said they doubt the police will go after Keefe D's accomplices. So yeah, who knows really how deep this rabbit hole goes. But hey, let's wait and see what happens, and I'll keep you posted on all the latest developments. In the meantime, let me know how y'all feel about this case and whether you think Diddy will get caught up in Keefe's trial. Leave your comments down below and then check out this next video.